Hi, good evening and welcome. It is 6 o'clock here in South Carolina, so we're going to begin this Yoga for Recovery, Realization, and Resilience class. Um, my name is Brian, and I'm delighted to be here with you today. Today's class is going to be an invigorating class. We're going to breathe with vigor to clear the lungs, the nasal passages, maybe clear the mind, get ourselves activated and ready to practice, and then we'll move the body a little bit in order to engage primarily in the core and the hips. And then we'll come into our guided rest. So mindful movement, guided rest, breath in a state of meditation, one hopes, as we move into our practice. And we'll begin, as always, by rooting and grounding and establishing ourselves in support. So find a supported posture, whatever that means to you. Take a moment to bring yourself into this place and into this space. Bring yourself into yourself and feel into the sensation of whatever part of your body is in contact with something. Rooting in at those places, as if you could extend roots to hold you securely and steadily in these places. Feel into the support that sensation of connection engenders for you. Bring your awareness to those sensations where you're connected to something, and open your awareness to the possibility that is support. What is it like to be supported in this moment? And then perhaps open your awareness a little further to the possibility that support is always available in this moment. And we find the moment by finding our body in space. So bring your awareness to your breath, because the breath is the entry to the body. Begin to breathe in and out through the nasal passages, following the inhale all the way in, deep into the body cavity, maybe to the pelvic bowl, maybe to the abdomen, maybe to the ribs, to the chest. Full inhale and complete exhale, emptying completely. Maybe a little tug at the bottom of the exhale to remove all of the used air, that which is no longer needed, that which no longer serves. And then be right there as the next inhale appears, following that inhaling. And that exhale out. And then I invite you, as you choose, to float your hands to your heart on your next inhale in a way that brings awareness to your heart space. Maybe your left hand over your heart, your right hand over your left, your hands in prayer. And feeling that connection of the hands to the heart, anchoring your awareness in your heart space. Allow to arise, if you will, gratitude, a sense of gratitude, the possibility of gratitude, any one thing for which you are grateful. Look inward and see what arises for you when gratitude is called forth. And then whatever it is that you see, I invite you to anchor that gratitude right there in your heart space. And then finally, I'll invite us, if we choose, to set an intention for our practice today, perhaps a simple intention to just be right there at the beginning of each inhale, or to keep the gratitude anchored. Whatever your intention is, I invite you to state it to yourself. Hear yourself in your mind's ear as you declare your intention in a clear and steady voice. And then taking a full inhale, I invite you, if you choose, to bow your chin to your grateful, intentional heart and offer a benediction to seal your intention as I say, Namo, Namaste. And release the hands, lift the chin, adjust and establish your supported posture for a moment. We're going to sit and breathe. We're going to vigorously breathe a little bit to activate the body and clear the lungs and the nasal passages. So we're going to begin with an alternate nostril breath. We're going to breathe in through the left and out through the right. And then you're invited, if you choose, to add a little diaphragmatic movement with this breath, if you choose to. And also remember that we use mental awareness here in Veterans Yoga Project for our inhales and exhales. So we just bring our awareness to the left nostril as we inhale and to the right nostril as we exhale. However, if your practice involves the use of a hand mudra to support that inhaling and exhaling through the left and right, then I encourage you to go ahead and use that. It is your practice. Do what is right for you. Listen to the wisdom of your body. Honor that wisdom by engaging with it. modify and alter any posture at any time, come in and out of any posture at any time. Recognize that the only thing required of you is to be present and to breathe. Everything else is an invitation, a suggestion. So with that in mind, bring your awareness to your left nostril. We're going to breathe in through the left and out through the right. Your rhythm, your pace, your breath, your practice. Now remember, in breath work, the body is very still. The awareness is on the breath in the nostril. The focus is at the brow point if the eyes are closed, or at the tip of the nose if the eyes are narrow. Finding your posture, support, lengthen through the spine. Block the left nostril or bring your awareness to the left nostril and inhale through the left. And then at the top, switch your awareness, switch your mudra, and exhale through the right. Long, deep inhales, full inhalation, complete exhalation at your rhythm, your pace, your breath, your practice. So find your rhythm and your pace and move into this rhythm. In through the left, out through the right. Inhale fully. Exhale completely. Now we're going to reverse that. We're going to inhale through the right and exhale through the left. Again, at your rhythm, pace, and practice. Inhale fully through the right. Exhale completely through the left. Inhale and exhale are equal in length, volume, and duration. Find your breath, your rhythm, your pace, your practice. And continue that pattern. Inhale right, exhale left. Inhale fully. Exhale completely. Take a moment here. Reestablish your posture, your presence. Be very still. Notice your experience. Take a full inhale. And a complete exhale. Now we're going to do both nostrils. So Again, your rhythm, your pace, your breath, your practice. Full inhalation. In and out through the nostrils. Complete exhale. Everything still and equal, balanced and steady. Just continue at your rhythm, your pace, your breath, your practice. Full inhale and complete exhale. Take a full inhale. And a complete exhale. Be very still, allow everything to settle. Hands on the knees, palms up, thumb and forefinger lightly touching. Shoulders relaxed. Chin slightly tucked, crown extended. Allowing everything to just be, noticing the shift. Those couple little breath practices may have shifted in a significant way. Your mind state, your sense of self, your presence. Just be aware. And then note that this stillness is part of the exercise. So the practice modifies between effort and ease. We move dynamically, and then we rest and integrate. And this is the integration piece. Just taking a moment to allow everything to integrate and settle, to be aware of ourselves before we move to the mat. Taking a full inhalation, a complete exhale, and then come around to the mat. We're going to begin our movement practice here. So we will start on our backs. Just allowing ourselves to come all the way down onto the mat. Bring the heels and toes together. Take the arms overhead. Interlock the thumbs. Either way, it doesn't matter. And then inhale, lengthen through the fingertips and press through the heels while flexing the toes toward the face. As you exhale, let the toes go to neutral. Switch the interlock of the thumb. As you inhale, lengthen through the fingers, and now press through the toes as you press the toes away from the face. Just big stretch here, just opening up the body. All right. Then bring the hands behind the head and bring the knees to the ceiling, heels to the hips. The feet are in line with the hips, so knees are moving toward each other. And then on the inhale, lengthen through the crown and pull the side body down so you feel the lower spine against the mat. And then as you exhale, just lift the shoulders and the head. Inhale, come back down. Exhale, lift the shoulders and head slightly. And then continue that at your rhythm, your pace, your breath, your practice. Engaging the core here, warming up the core a little bit. Couple more. Release the hands by the sides. Then take the hands out 30 to 60 degrees so you have a little room for your legs. Inhale, lengthen here, and then exhale. We're just going to let the knees fall in one direction. Not too far, just a gentle twist there. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, let the knees drop in the other direction. And again, we're not overdoing it here, so keep that opposite shoulder just down and relax, and then just move with your breath. Just beginning to open up the hips a little bit here. Engaging through the hips, finding a little space. One of the definitions of yoga is creating space, maybe creating a little space in your hip girdle. Maybe you feel a little bit of fluidity, a little bit of openness, maybe not. Maybe just feel whatever you feel is your practice. A couple more. One more in each direction. And again, aligning movement with breath is the key here. Next time you come up, reach, bring the knees into the chest, reach up and squeeze just below the knees, rock a little side to side, and let that release. Get one more here. So come up to a seated posture. Now you have options here. So for full support, you're going to remain full spine on the mat. For a little less support, you come down on your forearms. For a little, just come up and your hands will be towards your heels, fingers toward the heels, but behind the hips to support you there. Or you can come all the way up if you like and have your arms extended. Or behind the legs. The legs can stay down, then heels on the mat. We're going to move the legs in and out. It's the movement here. It's our rowboat here, if you will. And so you keep the legs down, or you can bring the legs up so that the shins are parallel with the mat. Find your posture. Inhale here. Exhale, extend the legs. And then move with your breath. Find your supported posture, and then your practice. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, come down. Let the toes fall up and turn the palms up. Take a full inhale. A complete exhale. Our next one is going to be scissor kick. So bring the legs up toward the ceiling. So the heels are pressed toward the ceiling. The toes will flex toward the face. Legs will be straight. Feel the full spine against the mat. Then pressing as if you're stamping the ceiling with the right foot. Exhale, lower the left leg till it just hovers. Inhale, bring the left leg back up. Stamp the ceiling with the left leg. Exhale, lower the right, and then just continue. Inhale, back up. And then just continue, alternating. One leg, and then the other. Find the movement with breath here. Again, all these movements designed to be aligned with the breath. The breath is what's leading us, driving us, managing us. We maintain the breath. The movement just goes as the breath goes. Now, if you need additional support, you can bring the back of the palms underneath the SI joint at the top of the buttocks. Support yourself here as you need to. Engaging the hip flexors. Working the body a little bit. Finding that meditative space, perhaps, as we align movement with breath. Your rhythm, your pace, your breath, your practice. One more each side. Press through the heels. Bring the knees into the chest. Reach up and squeeze. Rock a little side to side. Feel that tension, energetic release there. And then release the legs down. Again, let the toes fall open, turn the palms up, and take a breath. A full inhale. A complete exhale. Full inhalation. Complete exhale. Roll to the belly, either direction. Release the tops of the feet to the mat. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders, thumb at the breast line. Imagine your elbows are moving toward each other and down toward the hips behind the body. Press into the tops of the feet. Bring the nose, forehead, or chin toward the mat. You're going to do dynamic cobra here. So the cobra movement is simple. As you inhale, you lift the crown of the head. The chin, chest come forward. Maybe the hands come up, maybe not. Maybe just pop up on the fingertips. Support yourself. And then as you exhale, slowly lower down. Make the inhale and exhale be equal in length and duration, and then move with your breath. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Find your rhythm, your pace, your breath, your practice. One more here. On your next inhale, come up. Now stay lifted, but continue to breathe here. Long, deep breath. Notice the tendency on the exhale to sort of rock a little bit on that pubic bone. Maybe work to avoid that rocking, being very still as you breathe here. Long, deep breath. Exhale, lower down. Curl the toes of the feet. Press into the palms as you inhale. Press to a plank. Press back through the heels, lengthen through the crown. Check the hips, not too low, not too high. Long and steady and strong. Plank pose here. Support it as you need to. Inhale here. As you exhale, continue to lift the hips. Press, let the chest and stomach come toward the thighs as the head drops toward the mat. Biceps frame the ears, and then allow the heels to drop toward the bottom of the mat. Align the feet with the wrists. And then feel into releasing. The hips go high and toward the back wall behind you. Downward facing dog. Press out of the fingertip and the heel of the palm. Lengthen through the forearm. Release the head. Release the heels. And then experiment with your down dog. Find your breath here and then begin to maybe move. Bend one knee. Press back through the opposite heel. Switch with your breath. Finding this homepage posture. See if you can establish your down dog as a place of integration and rest. Full inhale here. Complete exhale. On the next inhale, lift both heels high. On the exhale, let both heels drop over to the left. Stay long out of both arms. Maybe look up under the right arm, maybe not. Just be long out of both sides of the body here. Feel that opening. Inhale back to center. Chest and stomach back to the thighs. Exhale, both heels to the right. Maybe looking up under the left armpit, maybe not. Just breathe in here. Big opening in the side body. Full inhale. Complete exhale.
Inhale back to center, chest to stomach, back to the thighs. Allow both heels to drop behind you. Hips and heels going back. Crown releasing. Breath going deep. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale, look up between the hands. Exhale, walk the feet forward till they come between the hands, coming into your forward fold. Release the head, release the hands. Maybe grab opposite elbows for a little more support, either in front of or behind the legs. Keep the hips high and moving towards the bottom of the mat as the forehead moves towards the shins. Relax the neck. Check that spot at the nape of your neck, right between the shoulder blades, the upper shoulder blades. Feel if there's some tension there, just release it. Shake the head a little bit one way or the other. Allow everything to just be. Breathe deep. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Release the hands if you're holding them. Grasp the big toe with the pointer finger and the middle finger on the inside of the big toe, the thumb on the outside of the big toe. Yogi toe lock. As you inhale, lift the crown of the head. Try to come to a flat back, maybe just before parallel, but find your length here. As you exhale, bend the elbows off the long side of the mats as you bring your forehead toward the shins. Breathe deep. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Supported forward fold. All right. On your next inhale, lengthen through the crown. Release the hands and toes. Release the hands. Release the head. Forward fold. Now, inhale to a flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise. Exhale, release the hands. Release the hands, palms forward, fingers extend. Move the hips slightly forward, move the back of the palms to the bottom of the mat. Lengthen through the crown and tuck the chin and relax the shoulders. Find your mountain pose. Take a full inhale. Now we're going to do some supported squats here. So your squat may be your squat. So turn your toes out off the wide side of your mat. Bring your heels together so they're lightly touching. Now, you may want to support yourself here, wall chair. Your squat may just be a couple of inches. That's fine. It's your practice. Do what is right for you. Listen to the wisdom of your body. Otherwise, on the inhale, we lengthen and lift. On the exhale, we come into our squat. Now the hands will come down onto the mat, perhaps, maybe on a chair, maybe on a bolster or something for support. If your hands don't reach the floor, find a block or a bolster to support you. And we want some of the weight to be in the hands, so we're not overbalancing here. We want to be balanced here. Our inhale position is we come, and then as we exhale, we come into a squat. Inhale, semi-forward fold. Exhale, squat. And this is our posture here. So your rhythm, your pace, your breath, your practice. And we're just going to be here for a minute or two. A moment or two, let's put it that way. I'm just going to do a couple iterations of this. Nice, right on time. Lovely. Inhale up. Turn the toes back parallel with each other. Regain that yogi toe lock. Exhale. Fold forward. Supporting yourself as you bend the elbows. Breathe here. Full inhalation. Complete exhale. Inhale here. Exhale. Full inhalation. As you exhale, release toe lock, release the hands. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, fold. Excuse me. Inhale. Bend the knees slightly, root to rise, gathering as you go. Exhale, release the hands. Take a moment here, let everything settle. Release the hands, palms forward. Bring the hips slightly forward, pocket palms toward the bottom of the mat. Relax the shoulders, tuck the chin. Find your gazing point. Check in with your gratitude and your intention at your heart space. Feel into this. Full inhale here. Complete exhale. Inhale. Exhale. All right. Pick up the right heel. Maybe bring the hands to the hips. Maybe bring the hands to prayer. Whatever's most supportive for you. Maybe pick up the right foot entirely. Step the right foot back on the mat. Drop the heel down and in. Take the toes up alongside the mat. Exhale, bend into the left knee. Press into the outer part of the right foot, down into the left heel. Feel yourself balance here. Take the arms up, facing off the top of your mat. Coming into your warrior. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale, sink in. Inhale here. Exhale, release the hands. Shoulder height. Opening the arms, engaging the core. Finding your warrior two. And then make a fist with your with your left hand. Stick the left thumb up. Focus on the left thumb. Make a fist with your right hand. Bring your right fist toward your right shoulder. So imagine you have a bow in your hand and you're knocked an arrow in that bow. You're in that sort of ready to launch your arrow position. Archer pose here. Inhale here. And then we're going to breathe our little bit of activating breath here as we focus on that left thumb. Steady and sure here. Calm and centered. Find your focal point and begin your breath of fire. Your rhythm, your pace, your breath, your practice. Steady focused on that left thumb. Lock in, lock on. Take a full inhale. As you exhale, release your arrow. Release the fingertips. Release the breath. Breathe out through pursed lip. Inhale here, straighten the left leg. Release the arms. Rotate the toes so that you're completely
180 difference. So now the right leg is now focused off what used to be the bottom of your mat is now the top. Left foot is angled off to the long side of the mat. Heel is down and in. Bend into the right knee. Inhale, take the arms up, find your warrior one on this side. Establish your micro adjustments. Bring yourself into a steady posture. Be here. Full inhale. Exhale. Release the arms to shoulder height. Open the arms, find warrior two. Reestablish your steadiness and sureness. Engage through the core. Find this warrior posture. And then make a fist with your right hand. Right thumb goes up. Focus on that right thumb. Make a fist with your left hand. Bring that left fist to the left shoulder. Find your archer pose. Now again, imagine you've got your arrow knocked and ready to fly. You're ready to fully focus here. Steady, sure, intent. Focus on that right thumb. Engage through your posture. And then again, we're going to bring our breath of fire into play here. Your rhythm, your pace, your breath, your practice. Full inhales, complete exhales. Take a full inhale. On your exhale, let your arrow fly. Fingers release. Breath releases through the pursed lips. Straighten the right leg, release the arms. Rotate the torso and the toes so that you're coming back around. Left foot off the top of your mat. Right foot off the wide side of your mat. And then walk the right foot in a little bit and align the heels. Bring your torso forward. Inhale, take the arms up. Straighten the left leg. Exhale, hinge and fold till your torso comes out over that left leg, parallel to the mat. Come parallel first. And then make what micro adjustments you need to make here for your balance. Maybe your hands come to your waist. Maybe you release your hands to your thigh, to a block, bolster support. Find your posture here. Inhale, lengthen through the crown. Press back through that right heel. Imagine the right hip is dropping down. And then slowly, if you like, release. Forehead toward the knee. Coming to our pyramid pose. Find your version. Maybe your hands come down in front of your left foot. Maybe not. Again, support yourself as you need, as you want. Breathe here. Keep pushing back so that the weight is balanced in the feet. Keep moving that right hip as if you're pressing down and in. Breathing here. On your next inhale, strong core. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, get long. Inhale, come up, all the way up, all the way up. Relax the hands and then rotate the feet. So you're off, completely come around so that your right foot is extended off what was the back. Straighten the right leg. Find your hand position. And then hinge forward over the right leg. Again, make your micro, come parallel to the mat. Make your micro adjustment. Heels are in alignment. Find your balance. Press back through that left foot. Bring that left hip down and in. And then when you are ready, release. Support yourself as you bring your forehead toward the knee. Pyramid pose. Breathing deep. Inhale, flat back. Exhale. Inhale, come up. Exhale. Turn your toes in. Turn your toes, so face off the wide side of your mat. Turn your toes out and your heels in. And then imagine there's a wall behind your head, your shoulders, and your hips. You want to have your spine up against that wall. Hands can be in prayer at the waist, maybe cactus arms with the palms facing away. Inhale here. Then as you exhale, imagine you just slide your spine down that wall, coming into our goddess. Now, other option for your arms, if you're more balanced, is to bring your arms out from your shoulder as if you're holding the reins of a horse. Some people call this horse rider pose. This is goddess pose. So find your posture and then settle in, breathing. Full inhales. Complete exhales. And your thought is on that wall, behind that imaginary wall behind you. So your hips, your shoulders, back of your head on that imaginary wall. You're upright. And then you're in the hips in the way that's appropriate for you. Find your level. Breathing. Now we're going to pulse this a little bit on the inhale. Straighten the legs, reach arms up at an angle. Star pose. Exhale, sink. And then find your rhythm. Your breath. Your pace. Your practice. Move with your breath. Remember, your practice is movement with breath, mindful movement. On your next exhale, come in your hold, breathe. Long, deep inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale here. Exhale. Inhale, straighten, release the arms. Walk the feet in underneath the hips and shake that out. And then come down onto your back for our twist. So coming down on your mat on your back, take the legs long, palms by the sides. Bring the right heel toward the right hip. Now you have an option here. If you have the flexibility and it works for you, you can lightly rest that right foot atop the left thigh. Lengthen through the crown, feel the lower spine on the mat. And then if you like, just pick up your hips and shift them a couple inches to the right. Taking your right arm out 90 degrees. Taking your left hand up and then on the outside of the right knee, just for guidance here. No pressure, no. Inhale here. Exhale. Let the right knee come across the body, moving away from the face. Now, the right shoulder is going to want to come off the mat. So we want to keep that relaxed and on the mat. So maybe we look over that right shoulder to help release that upper trapezius. And we just let the weight of the right leg, gravity, do the work here. We're not trying to do anything special. Stay long through the left heel. Just allow the hips open. If you haven't thought at all, maybe it's that your right knee is moving away from your face, more so than down toward the floor. It's more a matter of away. You want to feel that big, you want to try to see if you can breathe into your back right hip while relaxing everything. Our twist here. So the twists provide an opportunity to give ourselves a hug or a gentle massage of our internal organs. This would be a loving posture, compassion and kindness, patience, just allowing yourself to be just as you are here, breathing in, breathing out. Inhale, come back to center. If your foot was on top of the thigh, release it. Shift your hips back to the center and then release the right leg long. Now notice the difference one hip to the other. And then let's even it out here. Bring the left heel toward the left hip, left knee to the sky. Now again, you have the option, and you don't have to. Just because you did it on one side doesn't mean you have to do it on the other. We're not fully symmetrical. But if you like, pick up the hips and shift them a couple inches to the left. Take the left hand out about 90 degrees. Take the right hand lightly to the outside of the left knee. Inhale here. Lengthen through the crown and then exhale. Let that left knee come across the body. Now again, the left shoulder is going to want to twist up. So again, we don't want to do that. We want that left shoulder to stay relaxed. So perhaps look over the left shoulder, help release the upper shoulder, and then relax. And again, we're just letting gravity work here. And if we have a thought, it's about taking the left knee away from the face as we relax through the body, breathing down into that lower back left hip. Lovely. And again, think of this as your chance to hug yourself or give yourself a massage of your internal organs. You breathed hard, you worked hard. Now we're just kind of allowing everything to kind of and inhale back to center. You have your foot atop the thigh, release it, shift the hips back to center, take the left leg long. Notice that feeling in the hips. Bring both knees into the chest. Reach up and squeeze just below the knees. And then maybe bring your nose toward your knees. Make a nice tight little ball here. Squeeze. Bring everything together as you bring yourself into the center of yourself. Inhale. Gently retain the breath while squeezing. And then exhale, release. Release the feet. Let the toes fall open. Take the heels as wide as is comfortable for you on your mat. Let the palms fall down by the hips, palms up. Lengthen through the crown. Relax the shoulders, and then imagine you can pull down on your side ribs so you feel your lower spine against the mat. Now you feel all of the spine against the mat. And then let go. Release, relax. Feel the entirety of yourself against the mat. Feel the mat supporting you. Feel the ground underneath you supporting you. Feel the support of gravity holding you here as you let go. Fully supported in your space. Releasing and relaxing into stillness. And if you like, take a moment to provide yourself with any additional support that you may want in this final guided rest posture. Maybe you have a blanket or an eye cloth, a shawl or a bolster, whatever it is that will provide you maybe just 1% more support as you rest, let go, release, rest. Allow yourself to be. Letting everything integrate. Allowing, releasing any shaping of the breath, of the body, releasing any analysis of yourself and your practice, releasing any thought process, just letting yourself have this moment of rest. Kindness and compassion, loving yourself, allowing yourself to be. Just giving yourself this gift, this wonderful gift, a full time out from everything in life. Nowhere to go, nothing to do. Just allow yourself to be at rest for a few minutes. This moment is you. Just you and yours. Open and allow, receive the fullness of yourself. The freedom of being in this moment fully, without attachment or aversion. Just being supported, feeling the wonder of a moment of fullness and support. As you rest in your space, I invite you once again to bring your awareness to your heart space. And then in your heart space, I invite you once again to allow to arise gratitude, a sense of gratitude, maybe the possibility of gratitude. Whatever arises for you as gratitude is called forth, I invite you to be with that in the privacy of your space. As you rest in gratitude in your space, I'll take this opportunity to extend my sense of gratitude to you. Thank you so much for coming and sharing your practice. I'm honored to be here, truly. And as always, I invite and encourage you to stay here in grateful rest for as long as you like. And when you do rise, please take your gratitude and the echoes of your practice with you as you go through the remainder of your day, lifting yourself and all that you come into contact with. Have an amazing day.